Well, developing tonight, new problems in the standoff between America and Russia. We are hearing that Russia is tightening its grip over parts of Ukraine ahead of a so-called vote to determine Ukraine's future. The U.S. today preemptively calling that vote illegitimate. All this as the administration tries to defend claims that it was unprepared for this standoff and was unaware it was coming. Well, our next guest was aware of all of this. In fact, he predicted this right here in the Kelly file weeks before Russian President Vladimir Putin made a single move. Watch this.
Mark my words, Megyn, after the closing ceremony of the Olympics, Putin is going to come down hard on the freedom pro-Western demonstrators in Ukraine. It could get very, very ugly. And also, any pretense of getting along with Obama is going to go away. And Obama keeps saying, well, we have a good relationship. And Putin just laughs because, Megyn, the key to understanding Putin is he has the mentality of a schoolyard bully. He likes to beat up the smart kid with big glasses, thick glasses. And Obama is a smart kid with thick glasses.
Wow.
Putin loves pounding on him.
Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters is a Fox News strategic analyst and an expert on Russia. This is where he developed his expertise. Ralph, amazing, because I actually went back, and we don't have enough time, but I read a few of your sound bites, and they were dead. I mean, they predicted exactly this. In the midst of what we're now hearing, some sort of a dust-up with John McCain is accusing the administration of not knowing this was coming and being caught off guard, and some intel experts are coming out saying, well, we knew, we warned them that it was imminent. If they didn't know, it's not our fault. All you had to do was watch the Kelly file and listen to you.
Well, Megyn, the problem in Washington, and this goes for both parties, is they see foreign policy through a political lens. You can't do it. Now, you have to analyze foreign policy objectively and coldly. Politics may influence, inevitably, your response to a problem, but boy, if you start looking through an ideological lens and trying to figure it out, it's wrong. And also, by the way, it actually helps to know a little bit about the subject. In Washington, you know, it's full of instant experts who really didn't pay the dues.
What do you make of it? Because last week the president got some praise, even from his harshest critics, including people like Senator Graham, Lindsey Graham, for what he did with, you know, the F-16s and sort of showing a little bit of spine and a bit of a warning to Russia that it's still the United States of America and don't push us too far.
Well, I'm glad when Obama shows any strength whatsoever. And at this point, you got to remember, he's still our president. I want the guy to do well. But his weakness is positively resounding. And Putin mocks him and laughs at him. I think that I've heard so many commentators say, well, it's because he drew a red line in Syria and didn't enforce it. It goes much deeper. When he blindsided Poland and the Czech Republic over missile defense and cut a deal with Russia over their heads, Vladimir Putin's interpretation of that and of everything else Obama did was that Obama still recognizes a Russian sphere of influence over Ukraine and Eastern Europe. Whether that's what Obama intended or not, that's what Putin saw. And the other thing, I repeat myself on this, Megyn, but it's worth repeating. Putin doesn't have reverse gear. He has won every confrontation with the West since he first came to power in the late 1990s. And he's not going to stop until he hits a wall. And a united Europe and North America need to erect that wall at some point. And I am not talking about military operations, but a comprehensive strategy. Unfortunately, the Europeans are all about the money, and Obama, sad to say, is all about domestic politics. And so we have no one to match Putin. I don't like Putin. He's vicious, ruthless, cruel man, but he has a vision. He knows his people. He knows what he wants. He will do what it takes to get it. President Obama, sad to say, is always, I think he probably worries about the political implications of what he has for breakfast.
Ralph, good to see you.
Thank you, Megyn.